PathMonk is the intelligent tool for website lead generation. With increasing online competition, over 98% of website visitors don't convert. The ability to successfully show your value proposition and support visitors in their buying journey separates you from the competition online. PathMonk qualifies and converts leads on your website by figuring out where they are in the buying journey and influencing them in key decision moments with relevant micro experiences like case studies, intro videos, and much more. Stay relevant to your visitors and increase conversions by 50%. Add PathMonk to your website in seconds. Let the AI do all the work and get access to 50% more qualified leads while you keep doing marketing and sales as usual. Check us on pathmonk.com. Welcome to today's episode. Let's talk about today's guest. We have Megan from OmniQ. How are you doing today, Megan?
How are you?
Great, great. We were mentioning, right? It's almost Friday in the afternoon, ready to head out into the holidays. So let's kick it off with you giving us a little bit of an insight of what OmniQ is all about in your own words.
Sure. So OmniQ, we're a tech company. We're a business solution provider, systems integrator. We focus on utilizing machine-to-machine communication to create a proactive approach for your business. So we're both a hardware and software manufacturer, and we also work with third parties, our business partners, to bring you the best solution for your business.
Okay, awesome. Great to hear that. And so that way our listeners could get a good understanding of your company. What problems do you solve for your clients?
So a lot of the problems are based on the industry that we're working within because our products are pretty vast, right? So in the parking industry, one of the problems that we can solve is people being able to come and go without having to punch in a ticket. We use automated processes with AI to help. Basically, it's going to make people want to park at your lot over someone else's lot, if that makes sense. In the warehouse industry, it reduces errors because we're taking out of the process people having to punch things in. You're just scanning stuff, or the cameras are just seeing things. So it solves a lot of problems that are created by human error.
Okay, perfect. Great to hear that. And so then who would you say are your primary clients? Is there a segment or vertical that you guys like to go after?
There's quite a few. So parking, municipalities, police, warehouse, manufacturing, transportation and logistics, hospitals, and quick service restaurants.
Well, you did mention it quite a bit, Dan. That's pretty good. Awesome to hear that. So, and then what would you say then is a top client acquisition channel for you guys? How do you guys get those guys in the door with OmniQ?
Yeah, so I would say email is a really good one in the warehouse, transportation, and logistics space. But in the parking industry and some of the other harder to get into industries, it's our trade shows. We really need somebody to shake hands and explain what we do and try to figure out a good solution. So meeting people at a trade show is a really good way to do that.
Definitely would agree. Those are always going to be popular, never going to end, I believe. And well, I am here on your website, Megan, omniq.com. Really gorgeous website that you guys have there. What role does a website play for your client acquisition?
So it definitely provides more information after they've met with our sales reps or seen our collateral online. They go to our website and just get a little bit of a better picture as to what we can actually do. And it's usually that in-between step before they take the plunge to schedule a demo or email us back. They want to look at our website and see what's going on. So it's that in-between step.
Okay, perfect. Now, what are some tools or methods that you would recommend our listeners as far as some lead generation?
Well, email's fantastic, but I definitely recommend not doing cold emails, getting those emails, those leads from your trade shows if you're in industries like ours. If you're in other industries where it's a little bit easier just to do a cold email, then as long as you're doing something that doesn't look really spammy, I'd say that that's been really, really effective for us. Also, social media, even though it doesn't usually convert directly to a lead, it's something that people can see and understand who you are, what you're about. So having a good presence online is important.
Definitely would agree with you. All right, well, let's switch gears a little bit and talk about you as a leader, Megan. You being the marketing manager there for OmniQ. What are some key tasks you focus on your day-to-day work?
Key tasks, so, whatever campaign I'm running, I'm usually focused on that early in the morning, and then, social media collateral. But other than that, I'm always trying to find new opportunities. I'm on the phone with all of our business partners. I'm trying to figure out what we can do next, what we can do together, what kind of co-branding efforts we can do. So every day I'd say I have 4 to 5 phone calls like that, trying to just figure out what's next and how we can take that next step.
All right, yeah, definitely. That's important. Well, let's jump into our section, our rapid fire question rounds. So you ready for that, Megan?
Sure.
Awesome, great. First off, Megan, what is the last book that you read?
The last book that I read, I don't even remember. My first degree in college was English, so that really turned me off of reading. I since learned better, but I think the
Definitely.
last thing that I read was probably a white paper by Gardner. It just about the upcoming trends in 2024.
Definitely got to jump on those, right? We're almost into the holiday, so 2024 is around the corner. It's great to hear. So what is one single thing that your company's focused on at the moment the most?
One single thing that we're focused on the most, I mean, it's the end of the year, we're getting stuff shipped out. That's our biggest focus. But we're always interested in growth. That's something that's been a constant topic for us. So we're trying to build our presence in the US. Right now, we're in 63 airports, and we're trying to get into basically all of them in the US. And we're getting into different countries in our airports. We just did 3 in Central America, and we have some in Europe, and we're just trying to build that footprint.
Definitely, that's important. Yep. So then, if there would be no boundaries in technology, what would be that one thing that you want to have fixed for your role as a marketer today?
I'd say with the way generative AI is going, I really just want it to be my full-on assistant and know what I need.
Right? We could read or predict what you're about to ask. That would be something really, really
Well,
helpful.
if it could just fully launch my marketing campaigns without me having to do anything, and then monitor them and then report back, that would be great.
Give me the results. Right? Yeah. That
That's
would
all I
be awesome.
need. Yeah. Just do everything.
Yep. So talking maybe you'll answer this question kind of almost on the same lines, but if there's one repetitive task that you could automate, what would that be?
Um, I would say that there's a lot of automations right now for my repetitive tasks. If there was I get social media posts, if I think the chat GPT is almost there too. But if it could just come up with something really great and exciting and on brand and on point every single day and post it for me and report back, that would be great.
Okay, awesome. Great to hear that. Now, what is one piece of advice that you would give yourself if you were to restart your journey as a marketer today?
Probably just remind myself that I don't know anything. Every industry is different, and every single day things change. So really approaching a topic or a project or a new industry, thinking you know what you're doing is a mistake. It's always a good idea to just kind of research and refresh your memory. Every day I spend some time listening to some sort of webinar or podcast, such as this one, or something like that, because you really don't, once you know what you're doing, you don't know what you're doing because things have changed. So you just have to keep refreshing yourself every 30 seconds, I think.
Definitely that's important. Well, Megan, thanks a lot for being on the show with us today. I do want to give you the last word. If someone forgets everything about the interview today, what is that one thing that you remember about your company?
Well, about OmniQ, any problem that you have, there's a way to solve it. Let's get on the phone and figure out how.
Definitely great advice there. Well, guys, you could always check them out at omniq.com, Artificial Intelligence Solutions. Megan, thank you so much for being on with us today. To our listeners, thank you so much for tuning in and looking forward to our next episode at PathMonk Presents. Thanks a lot, Megan.
Thank you.